Hey guys, it's me Chan Dragon. Today I want to give you a guide about how to pass Spiral Beast until 12th floor, especially if you aim for 36 star, even with non-meta. You don't really care about meta or you have a bad artifact like me. Yeah, as fast and as short as I can. So let's get started. So before we lay into the beast, we should start with the prepare our character though. So how many character that we need is 8. Everyone know, right? And then what are the roles? Actually, we only need 2 solid main DPS. So remember, only 2 solid main DPS, 4 sub DPS, and 2 shielder or healer though. So most of the people that in the make the mistake is they focus too much in main DPS. So in one their team they have like 2 or 3 main DPS and only one healer or something like. I think that's a big loss. We need more in sub DPS. So instead, just build a solid main like DPS. Like maybe you will want to build like a strong Ito or strong Ayaka or strong Raiden or strong Ganyu, like either two of them, or very strong Yula or very strong Shao. Just two of them, and focus more to the sub DPS like Kazuha, uh, Shincho, Shangling, and whatever like Bennett, something like make them strong instead focusing to your main DPS like too much. Artifact, yes, artifact I think contribute around 40% among all your total character power. So that's why it's very important to choose a right sets for your character. Don't like put any random piece though, because actually the bonus will really give you massive buffs to your character. Let's say like Ito like specialized in defense and like geo team, something like that. So anything that related to defense, so this husk is totally good for Ito. So yeah, don't forget that concept. Giving a best artifact also to the your character is a very major thing in your abyss though. Other than that, if you ask like what's the balance uh, stats is, for me it's very hard to generalize. The one I can generalize is the crit rate and crit damage. I think a good crit rate is above 50% crit rate, and crit damage is around 130 to 150. I think is fine, but if as like even you have a very bad artifact, try to get reach that. I think the very important is make your crit rate like touch 50% first, and then your crit damage after that you can prioritize. Other than that, if you ask me energy charge, sometimes like the character need around 120 30. I think it's a safe bet. Other than that, the subset is pretty like very subjective to the character need. Like Kazuha maybe need elemental mastery and other stuff like that, so it's hard to generalize. Yeah. And after that, uh this is I think the very important that I have to say. Most of the people focus on artifacts so much, they spending hours of time, and I was to say don't focus on artifact too much though. You have to focus on other thing, because if you want to find a perfect substat or stat in your artifact, it may take 3 months, 1 month, 6 months, or even 1 year. So we don't know. Instead of that, increase your ascension to the max level, because this is not RNG, this is fixed. I know this is more like a waste of your material, but this is the only way to get a guaranteed power up. Because if you go for the last ascension, what we can get though, the these talents though. So if you really want to make a strong character, then make it at least level 8. But if you can you have more material, make it into 9 though, especially for main DPS or something that damage dealing like sub DPS like Shincho or whatever. Just make them very high talents though. Even though you have a bad artifact, it doesn't matter. It really gives you a massive boost slow. I'll give you an example. My Raiden Shogun is trash. It's very trash, the artifact, but because I increase everything very high, it's become very handy though. Raiden Shogun become one of my strongest character in this game though. So yeah, that's one of the example though. And also don't underestimate the power of weapon, because I would to say choosing like a good weapon, like don't make mistake like artifact, put any artifact set, put also the correct weapon for your character. Let's say Ito need is kind of defense or crit, so yeah, giving them like crit based damage like effect, or the one that have defense or something that increase the damage, that good for Ito though. Or same like Raiden, the one that increase the burst or increase the energy charge for her, that will be good. So give a proper weapon for your character though, it will give you a massive boost. Is it will make more character more handy though. So now move to the abyss itself though. So usually when abyss is reset, spend your time like 1 to 5 minutes to do the overview of this abyss. So usually I will read like, oh, what's the effect of the blessing moon, like this time is will get the damage from normal attack. I will see what the ley line effect thingy, or let's say like here, oh, we can get benefit from the normal and thing. We see the enemy. So yeah, usually like that you observe and you see like what the things that you can take as an opportunity and what you should be careful. So after we observing, we moved to the we built our character. Actually, I didn't take any reference from like what you say meta team like Sukokomo national team or Morgana whatever. Actually, I don't really understand. I usually only build according to myself. So here's my formula where I built my team. So I need for each team is one main DPS, two sub DPS, and one healer or healer. So for both team, then two main DPS, four sub DPS, and two healers or healer then. So after that, I usually try to see like what the Leyland is order again. Take a look, like I will see like which character will get benefit, and after that I will try to kinda start to build my character. So let's say in the first half, right? I SML. Oh, I have to be careful for Pyro and Electro character in here, and I see in Hydro Mimic I have to be careful to not put too much Hydro character in second half. And here I see, oh yeah, be careful of Electro then for the second. And in here is this doesn't really matter. So after that, that's consideration. I'll start to build my team because I see in the first time, Elementless or physical damage dealer is very good opportunity. I will just put Mono Geo team though. One main DPS, two sub DPS. Zhongli becomes my sub DPS actually, and Goro become my sub DPS, and my healer will be Kokomi. Cause yeah, after that I will see in the second one, Yoimiya, Shincho, and Kazuha and Bennett. After that, I will just see like which character that will have like resonance. I see in here have Geo resonance, right? And here we have a Pyro resonance. So yeah, I know I will get more damage, and in here I get like couple benefit in here. So that's good. And I will see about the synergy. Is it their synergy very good in here? I will see, yeah, Mono Geo will be synergy very good. Yoimiya and Shincho, of course, will be synergy very good, including Kazuo will support them, and Bennett, of course, as a buffer and healer. And I'll check, like, is there any opponent that will get disadvantage? Oh, yeah, actually, in second half, Shincho is a little bit disadvantage, but it's no problem because we have Kazuo and Bennett to take care. And other than that, I think Mono Geo team really have no problem at all. So let's another example in 12th floor, which is here. We take a look the overview of the monster. So after that, I just make the team then. As usual, my formula: one main DPS, two sub DPS, and one shielder or healer. And this team, like Ayaka, have synergy with Shincho, Kazuha, and Bennett. So yeah, this team, Raiden have synergy with Xiangling and Sarah, and Zhongli healer. I think it's fine. Yeah, that's it. That's how you make a team. So after we build the team, now we start for the battle, right? So before we start battle, usually you have to choose the buff, right? Don't underestimate this. This buff is very beneficial for you, and take notes, every day they will have a different buff, so it will reset every day. So if you find like you struggle today, try tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we will have a good buff. In my time currently, the buff card is pretty good for me because there's a crit and less than 50% increase 60%. That's good. So usually if you ask me what's a good card, usually I will use the one that have crit rate, crit damage, increase your elemental skill or your burst or attack, something like this. The one that I will put list is the one that increase max HP, healing effectiveness, bonus HP, something like that. I will choose the list though. Only certain circumstances where I will choose like that, like maybe like plus defense, like a Geo team like Ito. But most of the time, I will choose more offensive, like crit rate, attack, something like that, or burst or elemental skill. So for me, prioritize that than your healing though. So that's it that I recommend in order to get until 12 floor in Spiral Base. But if you really insist to get 36 star in Spiral Base and have hard time, especially in 12 floor, to get like 9 star in one full run. How about if we just go for multiple run then? So we build a specialized team for that each chamber though. So let's say in here like chamber 3, I really recommend going for the lightest, second, and 1, so it's become more time efficient. So let's say in here like Ruin Guard and Magu Kenki, there's no special lights need. The only that we need, we know that is usually is fairy tank, so we just need a very strong team that deal a lot of super massive damage, right? So in here, just put whatever character that can deal a lot of damage. So in my case, my Ito, Ningguang, Goro, and my Kokomi is one of the solid team that dealing a lot of damage, especially for the Rain Guard. And the second half is my Raiden. We'll put Zhongli in here, and then I will pull my Shincho and my Pull Bennett. These teams actually hit very hard every time, so I just care about the last chamber. I ignore this 1 and 2. I don't care. I only get 0 or 1 star as long as it pass. I just going focus to get 9 star in here using this team. And then a little bit pro tip that if you're already in chamber 2, try to stock your elemental burst though. So in order when you go to the chamber 3, you already have all your elemental burst, so that will be make easier to get for you to get 3 star in here though. So make sure you already prepare in here your elemental burst ready. So same goes thing with the first chamber though. So in here we see like we be specialist team for this run then to get 3 stars. So we know that in here we just need to hit very hard, and here we need a lot of Hydro to break the shield faster. So I already prepared the teams to make it faster. So yeah, in this first half, Raiden can deal a lot of damage. Just focus DPS check in here to kill the area as fast as I can. And this one full of a lot of Hydro. Kokomi and here Shincho can help to break the shield faster, and Kazuo also help with as well. Even Ayaka can also help to break the shield. That's it. So another advantage that I can give to you is like getting used to it, the team that you use though, because sometimes probably it's not like the character that bad, maybe you're still not used to with the character, so it's more like your own practice, like getting know the best rotation, what is the best synergy, the reaction and things like that, what the weakness and strong about your team, and also study and learn about the pattern of the enemy. But I cannot give you every single enemy because this is like how to beat a Spiral Beast in general. But let's say like Magu Kenki, so we know like Magu Kenki, when you touch like 25% of the Magu Kenki HP, it will kind of start to kind of become invincible, so we know that we don't waste our burst, and then after that he will move backward, so we know like when we should unleash our elemental burst. So something like that, knowing the pattern of the enemy. And also this is more to the technical thingy though, try to play on PC or desktop though, because I tried to play on both on PS4 and mobile phone. They have problem that I think is very hard to avoid. In mobile phone, the hard one is the control. In PS4, there's a lot of delay, so you waste a lot of time. So using in PC, it's that it really helps you to save a lot of time. Everything's much more smooth, so that's why I recommend. Also, the last tip that I can recommend you, if you really spend 2 hours in Spiral Beast and still cannot beat until 36 star, I suggest to stop, because try another day, because already after 2 hours I think your brain become dead, you become exhausted, like both mentally and like physically. You already feel so tired,
emotional, damn it.
So I think your movement and everything becomes sucks. Try another day. Usually me like that, if I cannot do it today, tomorrow I can do it. That's the weird reason, but that will works though. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I can give you tips by my own suggestion. Other than that, it's only literally by practicing your own capability or control yourself. So I hope all the best with your Spiral Beast run. And yeah, if you like, feel free to hit subscribe button and like, and I will see you another time. Bye bye.
Take flight. No, my sword. Witness the power of Guhua.
Into the wind. The clouds high. The birds come.
Whirling snow. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Let me weave you a verse. Time to act.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Covenants of the deep.